Duino Elegies by Rainer Maria Rilke. Translated by Vita Sackville-West and Edward Sackville-West. The 9th Elegy. To begin with, then, to pass the respite of being, why must we put on humanity, like a laurel crown, almost the darkest green of all, with tiny waves on each leaf's edge like a smile of the wind, humanity, and fleeing from fate, yearn after it. For sure, not because happiness exists, that hasty profit which betokens a near loss. Not out of curiosity, nor yet to realize the uses of the heart, that too would take place in the myrtle crown. But rather, since it means much to be here, and because all about us, transient indeed and seldom our concern, does seem to need us, the most transient of all. Each thing is only once and no more. We also only once, no more. But this, to have been of earth, seems not to be withdrawn. And so we hasten to perform this trial, wishing to hold it in our feckless hands, and in a look more overbrimming still, and in the speechless heart, we wish to become it. To whom then shall we give it? Best would be to keep it all forever. But oh, alas, how much can one take over into the second mode? Not that vision which we have learnt so slowly on the earth, and nothing which has happened here. Pain, then, and before all things, heaviness of heart, the long discovery of love. In fine, everything inexpressible. But how will it be later among the stars? For they are better inexpressible. Even so, the traveller brings from off the steep knife edge of the mountain not a handful of the earth inexpressible by all, but the yellow and blue gentian, a word, acquired and pure. Perhaps we are here to say house, bridge, brook, gate, jug, fruit tree, window, at most pillar, tower. But this, mark well, is indeed to speak of things as they themselves have never meant to be. Is not this silent earth cunning to urge lovers so that each and everything be wrapped away in their own ecstasy? Though they be only two in a ceaseless stream, what is it for two lovers to wear away a piece of the older threshold of their door? Easy enough. Now is the time for what can be expressed, and here it's home. Speak it and recognize. More than ever do mere things fall past, since they can be experienced. For what displaces them, to set it in their room, is an imageless act. An act under a crust which cracks at once when the energy within grows out and takes on other frontiers. Our heart persists between twin rows of hammers, as the tongue between the teeth, but yet it is the tongue which does the praising. Let the world, not that which cannot be expressed, praise the angel to whom you cannot boast, that you have felt as finely as may be. In the universe where is his range of feeling, you are an upstart. Therefore show to him something simple, formed from race to race, which lives as our chattel close to our hands and sight. Tell him of things. He will pause in wonderment. Tell him how you stood with the rope maker in Rome, or with the potter by the Nile. Show him how happy a mere thing can be, how innocent, how thoroughly our own, how even a passionate lament can take upon itself a body and serve as a thing or die as one, and calmly glide out beyond the violin of its body. These understand, from death of living things, that you should celebrate them. In themselves transient, they trust us, the most transient of all, to be their rescuers. This let us do. We must wrap them quite up in our hearts, there to remain unseen, ever within us, whoever we may be at the long last. Is it not this, O earth, which you desire, to arise unseen within us? Is it not your dream, for once to be invisible? If change is not, then what your urgent task? Beloved earth, I wish it too. Believe me when I say I needed not another of your springs to win my confidence. A single one is too strong for my blood. I was converted utterly to you from long ago. You were ever in the right, and did invent companionable death, blessed inspiration. See, I live, but whither comes my life? For childhood and the future will not give place to one another. Being, too rich for number, overflows my heart.